Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Vulcan Report. This end of day report is for trading on Wednesday, August the 2nd, 2017. All right, let's jump right into some charts here. All right, looking at the Dow, you'll see that this Dow really is still climbing and climbing. Hit 22,000, retreated from that. Now it's at 21,935, and there appears to be no end in sight. All right, switching the focus now to the NASDAQ 100. If the thing will ever boot up. Takes a while, takes a while, takes a while. All right, so as you can see here, 59,995 and 3/4 is where we topped out at. Now the market's just kind of sideways, top side the Kumo cloud, and losing momentum as well, I should add. Currently at 58.99, so you had a 100-point pullback basically from the high, and you got these ramps coming up. It's just looking rather interesting, to say the least. Looking at the Russell, Russell is continuing the downtrend like I showed you last night. All right, it's becoming more pronounced now. All right, we're falling off the cliff, and it is leading the other indices, and we'll see if the other indices will catch up. Price inflection points violated on the intraday basis on the Russell. I see way more downside coming. Taking a look at the S&P 500. All right, you can see this one is trapped in the Kumo cloud on the daily and just moving sideways. All right, so we'll see what happens. If I flip the script to the weekly, you can see it's just consolidation. All right, week by week. All right, losing some momentum though as well on this one after topping out. That's just the wrong chart. I'm tired. Sorry about that. Been battling illness and likewise with the fam. All right, so we topped out at 2480, didn't get quite to 2500, and now it's just kind of flat right now, just flat. But the bullish momentum is still locked in, and all the market really needs to do is close above the 2455 and 3/4 this week, and we have carryover momentum for next week. All right, looking at the dollar index, still waffling between 92, the high 92s to 93 level, and just weak. There's no end in sight on that one either, but like I showed you, this is by no means an alarm situation. They have all the way into 90, like I was telling you. So as long as it's 90 and above, they can let this thing weaken some more. All right. This is all according to design and plan. This is what the Trump agenda wants. Wants a weak dollar for import-export reasons. All right. They could care less about the actual market itself, the dollar index market itself. This has to do with import-export. And they know they have wiggle room to work. All right. The other big idea in the news is this bond market. Alan Greenspan gave some talk the other day talking about the bond bubble situation, and that if the prices come off, then the interest rates are going to skyrocket. Now, I'm going to tell you why that is not alarmist news and how it's really not a big deal. It's a no-brainer. What have I taught you? I've taught you that when bond prices fall, rates rise. The bond price yield relationship is inverse, okay? So if the bond prices are going to strengthen here and go up, then that's going to have no choice but for yields and rates to go lower. All right, so you're still looking at cheap rates, okay? Um, that's just how it is, guys. Just so you know, 154 and above, which is where we are right now, the Fed can't really do anything without having some type of ripple effect. So even if they come in and they raise rates again, when the bond price is above 154, that's going to be a problem. And you just need to understand that. Now, as far as the Fed unwinding its holdings, That's basically that's basically saying, in Fed speak terms, at some point we're going to sell our holdings, which means when they start liquidating positions, it's going to cause the stock market to tank. They're going to try their best to do it orderly, all right, and they're just letting you know they're gonna cease propping up the stock market at some point. Okay, so these everyday new highs are coming to a close, and that's all they're really telling you. So just understand that. All right, it's not a big deal at the end of the day. All right, looking at gold. You can see gold here. All right, same thing. That 1280 resistance is a beast for it. It's strong, and we're already starting to develop one of these. Okay, we could head a lot lower here. Now, no intraday price inflection points were really broken down per se, so we'll see. All right, but we get a little bit lower, then yeah, it will be. Also need to close about 1254.40 to at least have some hope of carrying over some momentum for next week. All right, so looking at silver now, and as you can see, silver is a little bit weaker than gold right now. So this one's already in jeopardy of turning back right now and falling off of a cliff because this $17 resistance is a strong one for them right now. All right, moving right along. Let's see what the XIV did. XIV did pull back like I warned you, but overall, considering the weekly chart, no big deal. It can lock back in and take right off to the moon. All right. And the other thing that really concerns me is that for the weakness of the dollar that we've been seeing, we're not really seeing that spill over into the commodity prices. Not really. Look at this. Look how beans came off, This weak dollar should have these beans in the teens, but they're nowhere there. Nowhere there. That's problematic to me. All right, now here's feeder cattle real quick, futures. All right, it's not helping that either. It is not helping. And we're coming up now upon, this is the time where the feeder cattle futures, live cattle, August is that time where they go limit down. And we're getting really, really close to a limit down situation in these meats. So I just wanted to throw that at you as well. All right. For those of you that trade futures, that's what that is. All right. Okay, so let's see. Looking at the Bitcoin ETF, you can see we got green on the screen trying to bid itself up. However, if you look at the coins, all right, we got the Bitcoin Cash situation as a result of this fork. I believe that's what that is. Haven't really fact checked, so don't laugh at me. Plus, I'm tired. But anyway, I tried to get something on, get the data for that stuff. So I'm working on getting some data so that we can add a few more things real quick. I haven't forgot about you guys. I know you asked me about let's see, the Ripple and a few. I think someone asked me even about the EOS, and some of these are difficult to get get the data straight for it. So I'm still working on. I'll be working over the next few days. The ones that you guys in the trading room, want to see, just bear with me for a minute. I'm gonna see how many more of these I can get on here. I'm not trying to get a whole bunch. I just want to really just the top 5. So I got the Ethereum, the Bitcoin, and the Litecoin, and I got the I got Steam, okay, and then we got already on there, of course, this Veritasium, okay. So I'm working behind the scenes trying to get things, on and popping, and it's just taking a little bit of time. So if I can add some more, I will. But for right now, like I said, all we have is Steam, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Veritasium. So we just have those for now. So yeah, Steam and the Veritasium, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Yep. So we got five. That's the top five. All right. Anyway, just wanted to let you know that. So with that being said, not too much really to talk about at this point. But I just wanted to let you guys just at least do an end of the video real quick, just so you guys, can get an idea that I'm still watching these markets. Even if I don't feel so hot, I still got to do what I got to do. So just want to let you know. Anyway, with that being said, a lot of changes coming at postwavetrading.com for the faithful, loyal Black Ops Trading subscribers. I got some goodies coming your way. Stay tuned. Keep checking those folders. Right now, there are two trading room folders, the one for the post-wave price triggers and one for files, okay? The important files, all right? And instruction manuals and the spreadsheet and stuff like that. And more stuff I'm going to be dropping in there in the coming days, so just keep checking the documents folder. I think you guys are going to be a little blown away at what I throw in there for you. And I'm still in the process of doing another study course. All right, so an advanced study course. So working on a lot of things behind the scenes. Just want to let you know that. And I'll end it with bulls make money and bears make money and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I'm out. No, I'm not. You know what? See, that's what happens when you're tired. You tend to forget stuff. You guys was gonna let me go too. How you gonna let me go without even discussing the GDXJ? Now, I did see an article about some changes coming to this. I'll educate myself on it, and I'll make a note to talk about it later. But just looking at the chart and the technicals, you can see it's getting weak up here at the 3352 trend line resistance, like I was showing you. This first resistance is important, and so is this one. And if it's struggling here, then no way are we going to get there. And just so you know, we need to close above 3302 this week in order to have momentum carrying over to next week. All right, so it's still not ready to really bounce and do anything yet. The GDXJ is still mad crazy weak. All right, so there you have it, you guys. All right, good night. Peace. I'm out. You'll see that this Dow really is still climbing and climbing. Hit 22,000, retreated from that. Now it's at 21,935, and there appears to be no end in sight. All right, switching to focus. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Vulcan Report. This end of day report is for trading on Wednesday, August the 2nd, 2017. All right, let's jump right into some charts here. All right, looking at the Dow sideways, top side, the Kumo cloud, and losing momentum as well, I should add. Currently at 58.99, so you had a 100-point pullback basically from the high, and you got these ramps coming up. It's just looking rather interesting, to say the least. Looking at the Russell. Russell is continuing the downtrend like I showed you last night. All right, it's becoming more pronounced now. All right, we're falling off the cliff, and it is leading the other indices, and we'll see this now to the NASDAQ 100. if the thing will ever boot up. Takes a while, takes a while, takes a while. Alright, so as you can see here, 59,995 and 3/4 is where we topped out at. Now the market's just kind of